Hey friends, welcome back to our channel. Today we'll share with you some quick and easy DIY fall decor ideas. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. DIY number 1. For this project, I took this shadow box from the Dollar Tree. It is actually with this saying laundry on top. It was very hard to take it off. As you can see, there was some marks left over. So what I'm doing right now, taking this paper from Hobby Lobby in a wood grain, and I am just applying it with a Mod Podge after cutting it to the shape that I needed. After I applied it, I left it to dry. Now, while this is drying, I'm taking these Dollar Tree puzzles that my daughter doesn't use anymore, and I'm going to paint them with this pumpkin color, acrylic paint color, one by one. I actually used maybe, I think 20, but really depends on the size of the project you're doing. So you can always add more. So now after 2 coats, this is how they look like. After that, this was already dried, so I'm just gonna sand it from the top to the bottom, like from the top towards the bottom, to peel off the edges. And then here it is now, nice and smooth. After that, it is time to use this Burnt Amber by Arteza. It is just like a brown paint and baby wipe, and I'm just gonna apply it around this kind of a frame in a back and forth motion to create that kind of a wood grain texture. And after that, I'm also going alongside of the front to just kind of create old effect, kind of rustic. And here it is. This is how it looks like. Okay, next I'm gonna use the puzzle pieces, and I'm gonna start gluing them on my canvas. So I'm gonna create pumpkin. So I'm gonna just start gluing them randomly and try to create that pumpkin shape. Really, there's no any kind of rule on how you're gonna do this. You just add more and more until you're happy with the way it looks like. So after I'm done with the first layer, creating the pumpkin shape, this is how it looks like. As you can see, there is a space in between, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue the second layer. And here it is. Now almost everything is nice and covered. Next, I'm gonna take this foam board, and I will freehand pumpkin stem, and I will cut it out. After I cut it out, I'm gonna use the same Burnt Amber paint, and I will paint it all over. And of course, after that, I will glue it in place. The only thing I decided to do will be to add a little bow, and I am using the neutral color raffia, and I will just really do a shoe tying lace bow. Really nothing special. It was a little challenging, so I had to do it several times until I made it right, but really you can create any type of bow that you want. And after that, this project is completed. I think this was such an easy and cute idea. As always, I would like to hear from you. What do you think about this idea? Would you recreate it, and would you change anything? Tell me in the comments down below. This video is part of the fall collaboration with my dear friends that get together once a month. Host is always Liana DIY, and then this month co-hosts are Moners Market and Crafting with JC. I am super happy that we all get together. There's wonderful creators over here, and you're gonna have a great inspiration. So go ahead and check out the description box with the link to the playlist so you can check out what everybody created. Alrighty, DIY number 2. I'm taking this Valentine's wood round, or actually it's not really wood, but a round sign from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using this back side. I take off the bow, and after that I'm going to be using this white burlap, but actually on the back side is lined, so that way it's not going to fray. I really like that option. So what I'm going to do, I will just trace this wood round and cut it out. Now that I have this, I will use a Mod Podge to apply it. I will just use the one coat of Mod Podge to apply it. I'm not going to go over the top of the burlap with the Mod Podge. I didn't want it to be any shiny or anything like that, so I'm going to leave this to dry. After that, I'm taking another part of the burlap that I had. This one, I really like the way it has writing on one side, so I wanted to trace these two leaves to create to cut out and create kind of leaves out of this. My idea was actually to use that side with the writing on it, but you'll see later I decided not to. So after I'm done with tracing it, I am using Mod Podge to give it a one coat, because this burlap is not lined and it is going to fray if I do not do this. So after I used the Mod Podge and dried it, it was ready to be cut. Here it is. This is how it looks like. Now I'm gonna just cut it all out, and this is it when they're cut out. Now that they are cut out, I started positioning them on my wood round, and I realized I don't like the way it looks with the writing on it. So I ended up going back and forth, and I decided to use the blank side. And I'm going to use all these colors, so different colors of brown, red, and kind of like a tan color, to go back and forth and mix them up and go along the edges of these new created leaves. So I'm just really taking very little paint on a paintbrush, and I'm going around the perimeter of these leaves. And after that, I'm just gonna kind of go back and create the veins of these leaves. I wanted to make them look as realistic as possible. Really, this is full of options. You can make it your own. You can just use solid color, really customizable. Now, after I was done with these, I really love the way they turned out. I think they look gorgeous and very realistic. So now I am going to just poke the hole in or actually through the burlap, because there was already an existing hole. And then I decided to just play with this to see where I want to position them. This is how I originally thought I'm going to position them. So I'm using these rub-on stickers from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to spell autumn is upon us. Now, I did not have another S, so I used R to cut out the shape of an S, and another little piece left over to finish off the S, but it turned out great. So if you never used rub-on transfer, they're super easy to do. You just peel off the kind of foil with the letter, then you put them in place, rub it off until it becomes gray, and then you pull off the foil, and the letter is transferred, or whatever transfer you're using, it's transferred. I'm gonna do for the rest of the word. As you can see over here in T, there's a little crack because of the burlap, I assume, but I don't mind. It really looks rustic, so I like it. Next, I'm gonna finish it all off. As you can see over here, the S, I'm just made it my own, and I think it turned out great. So you have to be full of ideas and figure things out if you don't have everything on hand. So next, I decided actually I'm going to separate these leaves and put one on top, one on the bottom. I really like the way that looked like, better than both of them together, because I wanted this product to be very simple. I didn't want it to overdo it. Next, I'm taking this jute rope. I took 2 strands out of it. I separated it, and I'm just gonna pinch in the middle, fold in the middle, and push it through the hole, and then create that loop, and I will pull through that loop the rest of the strands and tie a knot on top. Next, I'm taking a sponge and a leftover of the paint that I used earlier, and I'm gonna go along the perimeter of this circle to create some more dimension. And after that, I went all the way around the whole wood round burlap to just add more dimension, and that's it for this project. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you think about this idea? I think it's super cute. This is totally my style. I like simplicity, but I like the way it turned out. Again, tell me in the comments down below your thoughts. For all of you that are new to our channel, welcome. We're so happy you guys are here. On our channel, you can find a lot of budget-friendly DIYs, decor ideas, thrift flips, home improvement DIYs, and anything that's on a budget that we think you might be inspired by. If something like that interests you, please go ahead and subscribe with the notification bell on, so that way you don't miss any of our future videos. And also give this video a thumbs up. It will show us you like this type of videos, and it will get us promoted on YouTube. Alrighty, let's go and continue with DIY number 3. For this project, I am taking this wood block, and I already had something on it, so I decided to scrape off the glue. So I'm just repurposing, and while I was scraping off the glue, I realized the wood grain from the bottom showed through this white paint, and I really liked it, so I continued doing it until I was completely happy with the texture. So this is how it ended up looking. I love it. So next I'm going to be taking this jute rope, and I will start gluing, creating a pumpkin. I'll tell you right now. So first I started in the middle, just creating that round part of the pumpkin, and I'm just coiling it pretty much until everything is filled. Okay, now that I'm done with this part, I am just gonna add a little more to the stem on the other side, and here it is. And then I'm gonna be adding pieces of jute rope on each side of this pumpkin to just add dimension, and I really wanted to have this type of look with a little spacing in between. When I was done with that, I'm going to take one more long jute rope and I'll go all the way around the whole pumpkin to kind of frame it. And after that is done, this is how it looks like now. I really like it. And now I'm going to take raffia. I have these colors, and I'm going to be using the red just for a pop of color. And I will just wrap it a few times around my finger, and then take a little extra raffia and wrap it in the middle and secure it with a hot glue. That's going to be it. I'm going to be gluing it next to the stem, and that's it for this project. What do you think about this project? Do you like it? Would you recreate it? Tell me in the comments down below. Also, tell me which one of these was your favorite. Please check out the description box for the playlist to get more fall ideas. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye!